Hey guys, I'm back and I'm here for my 12-week update. Not much has changed. I've just been sick for the past few days, like less than a week. And I hear that's pretty normal when you're pregnant. Actually, I hear some women actually have it way worse, but I hear congestion is normal and your nasal passages acting weird and stuff like that. So that's what I've been going through. My throat has been feeling a little what's the word, scratchy or sore, so I've been drinking a lot of tea with honey. I took some Tylenol the other day. I guess I'm feeling a little bit better. I've been trying to do things to get rid of like the sore throat and the congestion, but I feel like it's been slowly working. But when I go out and get like fresh air and stuff, I feel like that helps with the congestion. But yes, that's one of the things I've been going through. One thing that I've also been going through is missing some days of work, which luckily I have a few sources of income, so I don't mind too much. But I would definitely say be prepared to miss some days of work or to call out, because like during the first trimester, a lot of women like experience morning sickness and stuff like that. Luckily, my morning sickness only lasted, I would say, like a few weeks, but when it was bad, it was bad. And I remember one day, actually a few days, staying in bed for pretty much the whole day. So, yes, I would say be prepared for that. And also, like, don't be ashamed to take care of yourself and get some rest and stuff. I'm still learning that because sometimes I always feel like I have to be doing something, but people are constantly reminding me, like, you're pregnant and you have a baby that's sucking up your nutrients and stuff, so you need to relax and just get some rest. You don't always have to be doing something. But yes, be prepared to take care of yourself and stay home for or stay home from work if you need to. I don't know about like the second trimester and the third trimester. Of course, towards the end of the third trimester, I'm sure it's probably harder. Like there's women that say their feet are swollen, their backs are hurting, like just before the baby is about to come and stuff. So I'm sure by then women need a lot of rest too in their pregnancies. So yes, just be prepared for whatever, because like I told you guys, this is my first pregnancy, so I kind of had to learn things as I'm going pretty much. And I didn't know that the morning sickness would be that bad, and so I think I took at least what 4 days off of work, and I usually like never call out, but since being pregnant, yes, I've been calling out, sleeping in, but that's normal, you know. But yeah, my advice for that would be to just be prepared for anything. Like all women are different, of course, but I feel like there's some things that are inevitable, because there's some things that I was like, that's not gonna happen to me. I'm different, but it happened to me. So yeah. But other than that, I think I mentioned to you guys in another video how I've been trying to take care of my health and not eat things with a lot of sugar and salt. So I'm still working on that. I still have my moments. It's a work in progress, but um, I'm definitely working on that. I had a relapse, yesterday, and I really wanted some Gatorade. Not the zero sugar kind. I wanted the kind that was really sweet. So I did have a moment, but I'm trying not to relapse again. As far as how I'm feeling physically, I feel like I feel fine physically. Yeah, I don't have any like pain or anything like that. It's just a breeze. Now I heard it is supposed to be a breeze like during the second trimester, but we'll see. I'm like getting closer to the second trimester. I think I'm like 12 weeks and 2 days, so I'll be in the next trimester like next week, so that'll be interesting. But physically I feel fine. I think my boobs are getting bigger. They're a little sore sometimes, but it's nothing that's like super unbearable. Just the sickness, like I'm never sick. Like I get sick like once every 2 years. So this like congestion and sore throat and stuff was really random, but I guess I'll have to get used to that being pregnant and stuff. And the baby is worth it. So I guess I don't mind. But let me get to today's appointment. So today I did two things. I had a nuclear translucency ultrasound. That's just where they check to the baby size pretty much, make sure the baby's healthy and stuff like that. And then I had my blood test, my cell-free DNA test, and that was just pretty much to find out the baby's gender, which me and my boyfriend are not finding out the gender, so his mom came to find out because they told us that she would be able to find out at the appointment, but it turns out that they gave us misinformation, so I got into a fuss with the people. So originally I had messaged them in my chart, and they said we would be able to get the results in a week and we would pick them up by envelope. But then I messaged them and I was like, so my mother, my boyfriend's mother, just calling her my mother wants to find out the gender at the appointment. If she comes, will she be able to find out that day? They told me on the phone that she would be able to do that. So she came to the appointment today, and when I was getting my blood test done, I told them, hey, there should be a note in the system that my mother's going to be finding out the gender today. And the lady told me that we wouldn't be able to find it out today and this and that. And I was like, well, why would they give us misinformation and tell us that over the phone? Like, get it together. So she recommended that I go up to the reproductive floor to get some stuff straight. I went up to the floor and talked to dude about it, the reproductive floor, and he was completely confused. He didn't know what was going on. And my thing is, if you don't know the answer to a question, I understand you're trying to help me, but like, if you don't know the answer, get me to somebody that does know the answer, because then I'm just going to get annoyed because you're giving me misinformation. Like, get it together. So after talking with him on the reproductive floor, I came to the conclusion that he had no idea what he was talking about. He was trying to help and he was being pretty helpful, but I'm like, you know what? He has no idea what he's talking about. So I'm just going to go up to the women's floor where I usually have my appointments and talk to them. Do you know I went up there and they were acting like I was speaking in a foreign language? I literally just wanted to know, where does my mother go to get the results of the gender? Will you guys be calling her? Does she have to pick up an envelope? And the lady was acting like she didn't understand what I was saying. And then she was putting words in my mouth. And then she was saying random stuff like that had nothing to do with like what the question that I was asking her. So then she put me on the phone with the nurse or whoever it was, her boss, and even she was acting like she didn't understand what I was saying. I'm like, really? Are these people nuts? So she was like saying stuff like, oh, so you want the gender in your my chart? And I was like, no, I just told you and a million other people that the gender is not going to be in my chart because I'm having a gender reveal. So where does my mother go to pick up the gender results? So even then they were beating around the bush with that. Then the lady finally told me that that they will be available like 7 to 10 business days. And she was like, you can come pick them up here. And I was like, okay, where's here, lady? Because we're on the phone and I have no idea where you're at. So she said to pick them up at that clinic. And I was like, where exactly in this clinic? Because I'm not playing these games with you guys where you send me to this floor, send me to, like, tell me exactly where I picked them up at. Like, get it together. So she said I would be picking them up on that same floor that I was on, which was the 4th floor. So I got that figured out. Hopefully, I'm just going to assume that they're all over the place because it's like anytime I go and I'm like, okay, this is going to be this way, everything's going to be under control, they're going to have it right. It's like they don't have it right. So I'm not going to get my hopes high, but I'm just hoping that in 7 to 10 days, my mother will be able to go pick up that envelope. That should be simple. But yeah, it was just a mess. Like, I was talking to like 3 people in my chart and I was like, can I speak to the same person, please, that I've been talking to? Like, why do you guys have me talking to like 3 different people? Then I had got some stuff under control with one doctor that knew exactly what I wanted. Then a few days later, in my chart, I was talking to a different doctor and I had asked her a question and she was completely confused, didn't know what was going on. I was like, this is a mess. Just have me talk to the same person that I was talking to, and then they give you misinformation. So it was just a mess. But I'm hoping that that whole situation is under control because I just can't. But for the good part of the day, my favorite part of the day, we have some little pictures. Look at these. The baby's arms and feet are coming in. Look at his head. I don't know if it's a boy, but everybody seems to think it's going to be a boy, so I just call him a he. Saw his feet and all types of stuff. Sorry, I got my fan on because it's hot up in here, but look at these. His head, he has an alien head. And look at that one. Wow. He was moving a lot today at my appointment. I was like, how cute. His little arms were moving and his legs. I was like, this is so adorable. And it's so crazy because you can't feel any of that. The doctor, she was like, yeah, he's still really small, so you won't be able to feel it. But it was just so crazy seeing that he has a head and legs, and I even saw his tummy and the umbilical cord. It was so amazing. It was like a great experience. That was definitely my favorite part of the day, and it was fun. I'm really glad to know that the baby is healthy and everything's looking all right. It was really cool, and this experience, it's been a great experience. So yeah, guys, my next update is gonna be coming when I finish with the first trimester, which will be like next week. I'll probably make some videos like here and there. I just wasn't feeling too good, so I've been down for the count, but I try my hardest to give you guys consistent videos. So yeah, I'll be back pretty soon. Thank you guys so much for the love and support, and I'll see you next time.